DanganRonpa.
What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid! That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like a conference room? In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Something else the killer did to make the music venue look like the conference. The rope, right? No. Is it the bag? Let's see. Must be the rope. No. Yeah, no. Make the music venue look like the conference. The curtain and black. That's the video. Shows a person in a gown. Bloody souls, not the rope. Can't be the room key. Not thick paper. It's the curtain and what? Oh, the candle.
I can prove it with this.
Forgot about the candle.
You're referring to the candle in the music video, right?
I forgot about it. It was such a stupid candle.
In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. If you think about it, it's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime, it's occurring in the conference room.
I feel like I've heard Bayside cops say that before, but isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
That video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue. That means there was a fake, so oh god. That's the fake.
I see!
They faked the video in the conference room.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
They faked it.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
So that's what happened. Then no matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. At that moment, I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who set the trap for me was.
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video.
Was to lure me out of the hospital.
There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Oh, I get it. They used that video to get me to run out of the hospital, so they could leave the hospital, thus creating an alibi. So they could join up with us later.
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
I know who done it. That's right, I should already know. I should have already known who the killer is. It was you!
You're the only one! Mika, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
It's part of the moment though. You'd be amazed what adrenaline can do.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question!
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and me can't have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
Shouldn't you get some rest already? You'd be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, right? And if you insist, I'll use the on-call room upstairs. You must be mentally exhausted, so it's better if you relax in the lobby instead.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming.
That's why there wasn't an extra gown.
By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Kane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second! What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible! There's no way I could kill someone!
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Yeah, it makes sense if you think about it.
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Nikon is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Everyone's ganging up on me. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No, in fact it'd be much easier if I was wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I spend so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute?
Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
Get on with it, Nagito.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game!
Shush you!
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
Just a clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from, this rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
Point being.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her.
Then they faked her hanging herself.
The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Don, I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too.
Fuck you, Nagito.
Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
Wait, what?
How is that a decisive clue?
Dick move, Nagito.
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Nagito's words contain a decisive clue. It's not really true. They used the rope to strangle her. Why stage her death?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
Yes. So what's rope used for hanging about? Rope used for hanging, cutting Mikan, there's no doubt that the cause of death was her hanging herself with this. Oh,
She was strangled to death.
You serious? My bad. I'll give you that one. But in the autopsy for Mikan,
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
supposedly it was by hanging herself.
She was strangled to death.
He was right. It doesn't match.
That's basically the same thing.
No, it's not.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Mikan's autopsy.
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Yes, we did. Is it called Mikan's autopsy? What's it called? Mikan's account. Oh, it's the autopsy. Where is it? Unless it's the Monokuma file itself. Body. Result of choking. It was there all along. It's not fucking here, is it?
The body
Damn
at
it.
the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
You pick his true cause of death was strangulation. That fact is the decisive proof that will lead to the killer. Is that really true? Yes! How do I prove this?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically
Strangulation
the
is
same
the
thing.
clue.
Though hanging and strangling the scars they leave would
Yes.
look...
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that
Because the
be?
Monokuma file and Mikan both said
Did we
otherwise.
fall for someone's lie?
Yes.
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
Give you that.
Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Damn it. This bird, yeah, they had a sort of. What could it be?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
She was strangled, yes.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Because Mikan lied to us. How do I get that across?
Did we fall for someone's
Yes.
lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you
Damn it.
know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Have to.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
There's a clue, and I can't find it. Ibuki's true cause of death was strangulation. That finds decisive proof that would lead to the kill. Is that really true? Yes!
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
Prove this.
She was strangled to
Was
death.
strangled, and that was obvious.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very
Yes.
different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Try this.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Yes! How do I get this? Okay, someone's lie.
Crap!
Use someone's lie is the worst. What could I use it on?
Ibuki didn't die,
That's
she was
right.
strangled to death. That's basically the same. No hanging and strangling
Also
the scars
right.
they leave would look scars. But we believed it was. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's
Yes.
lie?
Damn
Body
it!
at the crime scene was hanged.
Now, what
you
would I
know.
use it?
Obviously, we'd assume it was a
Someone's
hanging.
lie. How could I use it?
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified
Okay, I
hanging
got
or
it.
Strangle.
Someone's lie, and I'll use it on that last note. And it goes with Gundam, saying basically
Ibuki didn't
they
die from she was
sowed the
strangled
doubt
to
in
death.
our mind.
That's basically the same. No hanging and strangling seems similar. The
Right.
scars they leave would look different too.
Kaz, go.
Scars? You mean
Come on,
the rope
Kazuichi,
burn,
do it.
right?
But we believed it was from
Got
a
it.
hanging. Why would
Kazuichi,
that
talk.
Did we fall for someone's
Yes.
lie?
Give me the work.
be? The body
Damn
at
it.
the crime scene was hanged.
I got the
Obviously, we
worked it
assumed
out.
the file. It never specified.
Come on, people. I've got limited time here. I've worked it out. Give it a fucking word.
Ibuki didn't die from. She was strangled to death. That's basically the same. No hanging and strangling seems the scars they leave would look scars. But we believed it was from a hang. Why would that be? Did we
Yes.
Fall for someone's lie?
Damn it!
The body at the crime scene
was
God.
hanged? Obviously, we'd assume
This is the
Monokuma
one
file
part of the
never
game that I really
specified.
don't like. Is the capturing someone's. It's capturing their note and using it as a
Ibuki
clue.
didn't die from. She was strangled.
Not
to
as
death.
well
That's
made
basically
as
the
they
same.
want it to
Hanging
be.
and strangling the scars they leave would look
Which I'm hoping they
scars.
remove for the
But we
third.
believed it was. Why would that be? Did we fall for?
Someone's lie?
Yes. That exact comment. Give me.
The body at the crime
Son of a
scene
bitch! Why won't I let me capture it? That is the final clue. That is what will give me the truth. And that will not let me have it.
Ibuki didn't die
Yes,
because she was strangled
yes,
to death. That's basically
yes.
the same. No hanging and strangling the scars they leave would look scars.
You mean
One
the rope
last
burn,
final
right?
time.
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Go green, go green, go green, go green. Give me. Good.
The body at the crime scene
Why does
was
it go
hanged,
green
you
for
know.
these pieces of shit
Obviously,
that don't
we'd
work?
assume
It was a hanging. The
But
Monokuma
it-
file.
look.
It never specified.
Specified hanging or strangled.
Fine.
Misunderstood us to blame.
Why won't you let me capture that? That is the decisive
didn't die
point.
from hanging.
I'm sure.
She was
it's the
strangled to
decisive
death.
point.
That's basically the same thing.
Right. You can't capture blue
Though
points.
hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Can you?
Scars?
No.
You mean the rope burn, right?
Can't.
But we believed it was from a hanging.
Fuck you, Monokuma. I'm not done yet. I'm telling you it was her, and I'm gonna tell you such, so don't punish me, you bastard. Shut up. Of course I'll be trying. I know full well he can't fucking did it. She's trying to play the crying little woman card to get out of being basically fucking it. But I can't prove this very well. The temperature!
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was
Don't know if the temperature is really gonna help though. 86 degrees, it was extremely hot. Yeah, whatever.
strangled to death.
Yes, that's true.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too. Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
No.
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you
matter,
know. Obviously, we'd assume
And
it
that's
was a
where you go
hanging.
wrong.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Fucking you! Right, Shaki, I'm sure you're right.
Ibuki didn't die
Died from hanging. She was strangled.
to death.
Deliberately looks different.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Gotcha.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we
getting a
believed
crap
it was
score.
from a hanging. Why would
Did someone
that
lied?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Yes! Fuck! That doesn't... I
be? The
missed.
body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Neither did someone who lied to us, and it won't let me yell at you.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame!
It was her! God damn it! It's strangulation, that fact is it's true!
Ibuki didn't die from
strangled.
hanging. She was strangled to death.
Go on.
That's basically the same thing.
They're hanging and strangling the scars they leave with scars. Yeah, but we believed it was from a... Why would that be? Did we fall
For someone's
Yes.
lie?
Who's lying? How do we stop talking about things that don't make sense to explain to me? God damn it!
Ibuki didn't die from
Nikan
hanging.
lied to you about
was
how she
strangled to
died! It's obvious!
basically the same? They're hanging and strangling the scars they leave with
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie? The body at the crime scene was... Obviously, we'd assume it...
The Monokuma file complicated never specified hanging or
Damn it!
strangulation.
Okay, let's just assume that I fucked this up and can't remember what the actual thing is. She
Ibuki
was
didn't
hot.
die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
Give me the damn thing.
That's basically the same. They're hanging and strangling the scars they leave with...
Son of a bitch! Sure, the abrasive scar would look different depending on whether it's hang or strangulation. I believe Jake Hunter said that.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She
I'm
was
telling you,
strangled to
she
death.
lied to me.
That's basically the same. They're hanging
Someone
and
lied.
strangling the scars they leave with scars. You mean...
But we believed it was from a
It
hanging.
was from a hanging.
Why
Because
would
the
that
person
be?
who did the autopsy is the one who fucking killed her.
Did
Yes,
we fall for someone's lie?
admit. Gotcha. She
That
lied
must
to
be
us. I'm embarrassed it took so long to work that out.
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie
God
this
damn,
whole
I feel
time.
stupid. There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died by hanging herself. I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... Well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries
Then
like
why were you
that.
performing the autopsy so far?
That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You were right. And you have been a great help to
Stop
us so
falling for
far.
her!
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could
She's
lead
not
to a
unskilled,
mistake.
she's the ultimate in the fucking area.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way
Well, you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
stop.
doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive
No.
me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Huh?
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
I'm sure she's the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not
You
the
are.
killer. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop! I don't want to do this either! Of course I don't want to do this! But I need to do this!
You doubt your friends?
That's not it! I suspect them because I want to believe them!
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you
Called
can
it!
say? Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of
And you're a
bullies,
psychopath.
huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really
You're the one that
your
kills
fault.
people, not me.
Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
Hey, Mikan.
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away. What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? This is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Huh?
I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Jackie.
Hey, Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched? Like I said, it obviously wasn't me! Can you prove it? Prove it? Wait! Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? Ah! That's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy. I didn't do anything wrong. Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already.
Now, you're the fucking killer. Accept it.
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer. The video. I never filmed that video. It seems she finally started arguing for us. But the
Huh?
only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Could it be? Was this Jackie's goal all along? She's saying everyone's fate depends on me. The only person who saw that video.
You get to decide I'm the killer. Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this.